Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I'm Jared, and today I'm talking about World Tree #1 by James Tynion. Famed Batman writer, famed DC writer, famed horror writer, as a matter of fact, and pretty all-around good writer. So what is this book? All right, so this is one of the coolest ones that I've reviewed on the show. This is from Image, and what's cool about this is the personification of the belief that the internet's going to destroy society. So what this is about, a bunch of like hackers and computer nerds have discovered this part of the internet called the undernet. And what it does is, and this is really, really interesting here, from what I've seen, it takes away your inhibitions, and like it turns this one really nice kid into a serial killer. It's kind of like, as a matter of fact, here's a good analogy. It's kind of like the anti-life equation from Final Crisis or like Deceased, where you're turned into like a rabid zombie that's going to kill everyone. At the same time, this group is being hunted by this naked woman. That's why I'm not showing the art on the screen. And and this whole thing is about like this whole book. Really, what you could do is take it as an analogy for like the toxicity of internet culture. 100%. I mean, I run the channel. I have plenty of Twitter interactions with people, and the majority of them are nice. I'm going to tell you that right now. The majority of people that I've encountered are nice people. There's also the minority of people that aren't so nice. But the point is, so I think it's an analogy to that. And it's very relatable in our connected world. And cyberpunk, cyber stories have always fascinated me because like I like that idea because of how technologically advanced our society has become. It also represents a significant vulnerability. So basically what happens in issue 1 is that this event happens. This seemingly peaceful dude who's like related to one of the hackers essentially live streams on Instagram him going around killing people, and then he's arrested and put in jail, and turns out like what had happened, and it becomes this big to do in the town, obviously. And then two of the people are like, hey, we started this, we have to go end this. So the whole team flies out. At the same time, the naked woman shows up at the police station and starts. He basically, what happens is that if you have the undernet showing on your phone, you just show it to them, and then they go crazy. And then they just freeze and then die. And this whole time, it's kind of like when what's really interesting is that it looks like this is like some type of like terrorist cult. And that the negative woman shows up, kills the brother, and then goes, "Don't worry, you can find us online. You can be a member of us too." And before he dies, the brother says, "We're changing the world." So really, this seems to be a big doomsday cult or like a group that worships the internet because hey, those people exist. But the art is awesome by Fernando Blanco. I say this all the time. The art has to match the tone of the story because always just takes you out of it. And yeah, he 100% does. 100% does, in that he has that dark tone. He also gets a little distorted when it comes to the internet, and that really, 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 really is interesting there. And then the other cool thing is this whole Zoom conversation between Liam and Gabriel, that they are the two like leaders of the hacker group. when they're talking about like forming the basically they're partially responsible for what's going down. And apparently this group hasn't talked in years. So they're like, we have to reassemble in order to deal with this big like calamity and this big crisis. And then I have a couple of later issues. Just I recently picked up issue 1, so I wanted to like cover that. If you guys are interested, I'll pick up the other ones and then we'll cover World Tree. But all in all, pretty dope story. Pretty great message. And I rate this a solid 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It's a really original concept, and I applaud originality on this show because too often in the comic book industry, they just repeat the same idea over and over and over again. It's nice seeing them at least try something new. So on that note, everyone, I'm going to call this into this review. So again, awesome book. In terms of what's coming up next for Comics League, Friday, we are on Friday for Under Two Capes, we are discussing what DC superheroes could fit in the Christopher Reeve Superman universe. Tomorrow, I'm on today, in about an hour, by the time this goes up, I will be on Taladia's channel starting his Super Wonder show because he's starting one, and I have Super Wonder Legacy, which is doing very well. I really appreciate it. And in terms of movie night, we are going to be talking about Alita Battle Angel. The link will be going out tomorrow, so we can start promoting that. I'm really excited. It's one of my favorite movies. And in terms of Comics League Dark, we will be talking about the significant sum of money the WGA strike has cost Warner Brothers, rightfully so. On that note, everyone, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Let me know what other indie books that you guys would like to see, and I'll be sure to pick those up on my LCS. Stay